If you've been training your dog to have good car manners and you've been following along with our playlist on how to do that, how to level those up, how to make sure you're progressing with your dog's car training, you want to make sure that once they reach that point where you feel they are very comfortable in the car, they're going to get in, they're going to lay down, they're going to be quiet, there's no anxiety, there's no stress, there is no trying to engage with things outside of the car and be reactive. At that point, you may slow down some of your training and you may not have to put the effort into training anymore, but you do need to put the effort into maintaining those manners. So once your dog has reached the point where you feel very confident having them in the vehicle with you and you don't have to worry about it, maintaining those manners and making sure that you don't have long gaps in between them is important, because the longer your dog goes without being in the car, the more likely they are to build up that anxiety or to forget how to behave in between trips. So you do not want to get them to the point where they're doing really well and then just cut them off. You do not want to then pop in for a vacation or to go do something and have trouble. So you want to make sure a couple times a month that you are taking your dogs on a little trip. This can be going into town to pick up some food, get yourself some dinner. This can be going to run an errand. This can just be driving around. If it's a beautiful day, go take a drive. You can also take them to places like the park to go to a walk. You can take them to different stores with you. There are some stores that actually allow your dogs to come in. So plan your day, plan an adventure for your dog. A couple times a month, just pop them in your car and go do something. This way, they are maintaining that knowledge and awareness of being in the vehicle. They do not have to worry about where you're going or what you're doing, because once you train them, if then you only take them on really long car rides on vacation, or you only take them to the vet, now all of a sudden, they're gonna potentially start to develop some issues. So you wanna make sure you're just taking short little trips around town, around where you're going, around what you're doing, to maintain the manners you've already instilled in your pup. And this gives you the opportunity to bond with your dog, to spend a little more time with your dog, to go do some fun things, and to make sure that you are not putting all of that work into their training just to let it go because you don't want to take your dog out on a trip. They love going on their car rides, especially if you've been working on them. So that's a really good time for you to be able to take them out every once in a while and do something fun, do something good, do something creative. Again, take them to the park for a walk, go play somewhere, go take them swimming, go to the river, go to a pond, go to a pool, like go do something. We've actually talked about different ways that you can take your dog swimming. I have really good videos on how to find swim locations for your dogs. You can rent pools. You can rent different locations to go play with your dogs that are isolated and away from everybody. We talk all about parks. We talk all about how to find like rivers and ponds and public free access things that you can go swimming or playing in. We've got tons of ideas here on the channel, so make sure you're checking those out. But that's going to allow you to maintain their good car manners in between the big important things that you actually need to be putting them in the car for, to make sure that they don't get any anxiety or they have any issues or they forget in between, because dogs sometimes do. And we want to make sure that we are implementing this into our monthly lives. So, twice a month, 3 times a month, take them somewhere if you're not going to be taking them everywhere all of the time, to continue their training, to make sure you're leveling up. And like I said, we have the full playlist of traveling with your dog in the car, dog car manners. So there's actually one really good video that helps you to level up with your dog's training so that they're now familiar with really different road conditions, weather conditions, things that you might encounter while you're traveling with your dog. So that is a great next step for you as you are maintaining your dog car manners and helping them to continue to grow. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes as we continue to help you level up for your pup.